What's going on, everybody? So here we are. I'm gonna get rid of these keys. So this is going to be my most vulnerable video yet. And you're probably like, well, how? How is that even possible? You're just talking about the Royale Filmwear jacket. Well, trust me on this. I'm not kidding. So why is this going to be my most vulnerable video yet? So just had a baby. I've got a 2-month-old baby girl. She is an icon. But when you have a baby, things like physical fitness, eating well, kind of go out the window. So I've gained probably 10 to 12 pounds since she's been born. This medium, and before we even get into this of course is the new Royale Filmwear Morocco Suede Blouson Jacket, version 2. The color scheme, so the colorway is actually what you see on film. It's not meant to represent the actual jacket, the matchless Blouson jacket as far as color. It's meant to match what you see on film. Spectre is very heavily filtered, so this is more so, I want to look exactly the way Daniel Craig looks on film. This is the jacket you get. I also want to apologize if you happen to hear a lawnmower. This guy on the golf course behind me here. I'm at my parents' house filming this. They got a beautiful backyard and I want to do this outside. So if you happen to hear this lawnmower guy, kudos, sir, your timing is impeccable. Had to put the Tom Ford Henrys on. So let's start with what I have on. So of course, the Royale Film version 2 Suede Blouson Jacket from Spectre. I actually have on the Royale Filmwear version of the Tom Ford Polo from the same scene in Spectre. I have on Uniqlo baby cord chinos, Tom Ford suede boots, the Tom Ford Henrys, and of course, the Omega Planet Ocean from Skyfall. Why is this going to be my most vulnerable video yet? As I kind of mentioned a few minutes ago, just had a baby. She's perfect. She's literally the best thing to ever happen. However, it has not helped my physical fitness, my overall weight and health, because you just kind of put those things by the wayside. You kind of run out of time for taking care of yourself, and of course naturally you want to take care of the baby. That's the most important thing. But now what we're doing in this video is I am going to openly admit to you that I have gained weight since this baby's been born. Not to mention, I haven't been in the best shape in probably 10 years. Like, I haven't really prioritized physical fitness in 10 years. You're probably thinking, what the hell is he talking about? I thought this was about this jacket. Well, it is. So as I was watching David Zaritsky of The Bond Experience, who is one of my dearest friends and who does video reviews better than anybody, I thought, can I do the same video as David? Probably not. Do I want to? No. One of the big things is David has the actual matchless jacket. I do not. So a side-by-side comparison is something people always like to see. I can't do that. So I always try to stray just a little adjacent to what David or somebody else may do. So I thought, how can I do that? Well, as I was watching David's video, I realized he and I are now wearing the same size in this jacket. David is in substantially better shape than me. At the same time, you're kind of like, well, what are we doing here? Let's use David as an example. James Bond Fitness Challenge, and let's get into shape. So what we're doing with this video is I'm going to show you that first of all, everything I own in Royale Filmwear is medium. So now all of a sudden, we've got this suede matchless jacket on, or this Royale Filmwear's suede blouson on, and you're probably looking at it thinking, it fits good. And it does. The arm length is perfect. The shoulders, the width in the arms, and even where it hits in the waist is all perfect. But then the problem comes when I try to zip this, which, don't worry, I can zip it. It gets extremely tight, as you can see. See what I'm saying? Vulnerable today, guys. This is for you and for me and for whatever. I can zip it and I can move around in it, but it's extremely tight. So what we're going to do is come August, when we go to Gatherall, this is going to fit like a charm. So I'm committing to you in this video to lose weight and get back into shape so I can fit into this. But the main part of this is everything I have in Royale Filmwear is medium. So this is completely on me for this kind of fitting the way it does. But now let's get into the jacket itself. Royale Filmwear does a great job with making their jackets, as you know. Mediums always fit. Some vary, some are more of a slim fit, some are more of a classic fit, depends on what you're getting. Like something like the Tom Ford cardigan from Quantum of Solace won't fit the same way this does. Both are mediums. The sleeves on the Tom Ford cardigan are much longer than these, so it just depends on what you're getting. This is a very slim fit jacket. Now, normally in this situation, I wouldn't zip this. Truly, I would never zip this jacket. This is actually kind of out of my style realm. I don't usually wear like a racer jacket or leather jackets for that matter at all. I have a couple from Royale Filmwear. Those are the ones that I actually wear. They fit great. This one fits differently than the Casino Royale bomber jacket. These things are gonna happen, they're different jackets. It has nothing to do with the way Royale Film makes their stuff. It's completely different jackets, completely different fits. Normally I would wear this just like this. And actually, we went out to dinner for my mother-in-law's birthday probably 2 weeks ago, and I did wear this jacket and I loved it. I would wear it like this. So now I'm gonna turn the page and turn the camera around and ask you, the viewer, how does this look on me unbuttoned? Does it look like it's something that I don't fit in? Do I fit into it? Do I not? Do you feel like I should be in a large or a medium? As I said, we're not buying a large because then I already know these sleeves are gonna be an inch lower, 2 inches lower, whatever it may be. Then I have to go get it tailored. It's gonna be baggier here, longer here. I like the way it fits everywhere, but it's my own physical fitness that is preventing it from fitting perfectly in the chest and in the stomach. So I can continue to wear this throughout the summer or into the fall, but hopefully by fall, this will be a jacket that fits me perfectly. But another thing I'll get into is my measurements. People always ask for the measurements. So I'm usually about a 42, 33 waist. Right now I'm probably about closer to maybe like a 43, if that's really even a thing, and more of like a 34 waist. But I can still get it, like these are probably a 32, these chinos. I can obviously get into these just fine. So it fluctuates. I mean, I weighed myself yesterday morning, told my wife I'm never eating again. And then the next day, there was a 6-pound difference. I don't know what it is. When I tell my wife those things, she freaks out because it's so simple for me to just make a couple changes and kind of start to tighten everything up. But at the same time, it's also not easy. It's just not easy to do. I like to drink beer. I like to eat food. I'm Italian, I like pasta. This is what we do. The same color as you see on screen, not the same color as the actual jacket. Version 1 of the Spectre Morocco Suede from Royale Filmwear is similar in color to the actual matchless jacket. Some of the design components have these simple slash pockets, as I stated earlier, press stud closures, the usual double zipper that we've come to love and appreciate from Royale Filmwear. This is huge when you're sitting down or driving in the car, or even just a different look for the jacket as you have it zipped. And then down the sleeves and across the shoulders, there's a unique split seam adding an extra dimension to the design. And then one of my favorite things that I actually don't think I've ever seen is the wire in the collar. So you can shape the collar exactly as you wish and it will stay there throughout the day. This is a limited production piece. It's $375. I think the real one is closer to $1,000. As I've said, this is the second version. I would have to check, and I'll put the link to obviously this one, and if the original version is still for sale, or available in whatever size, I will link that as well. And I'll just link Royale Filmwear. That's always in my video descriptions. But please be brutal. Like, reply to this and say, does this look good? And I will state this one more time. This is how I would wear this jacket. So I know that if I were to be wearing a large, I would be a little irritated with the length of the sleeves, the bagginess in the sleeves, and probably the length of the jacket itself. Everything about this medium is perfect, except for how it fits in the chest and in the stomach. And as I've said, that is on me. So this video is half review of the jacket, telling you that it's fantastic. And as usual, Royale Filmwear has done an incredible job. But to make this a little different from the typical review, I'm also committing to tightening everything up, getting back into shape, and then wearing this how it's completely meant to be worn later in the summer. So comment below, Let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching as usual. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.